This is the AP question Quideo for chapters 5 through 8. So it states, when the tractor pulls a plow through an agricultural field, the energy needed to pull that plow is called the draft. The draft is affected by environmental conditions such as soil type, terrain, and moisture. A study was conducted to determine whether a newly developed hitch would be able to reduce draft compared to the standard hitch. The two large plots of land were used in the study. It was randomly determined which plot was to be plowed using the standard hitch. As the tractor plowed that plot, a measurement device on the tractor automatically recorded the draft at 25 randomly selected points in the plot. After the plot was plowed, the hitch was changed from the standard one to the new one, a process that takes a substantial amount of time. Then the second plot was plowed using the new hitch. 25 measurements of draft were also recorded at randomly selected points in the plot. So question A states, what was the response variable in the study, identify the treatments, and what was the experimental units. So I said the response variable in the study was the draft. I said the true treatments were the two types of hitches, the standard hitch and the new hitch, and then the experimental units were the two large plots of land. So it said, for question B, it says, given the goal of the study is to determine whether a newly developed hitch reduces draft compared to the standard hitch. Was randomization used properly in the study? Justify your answer. So I said randomization was used properly in the study because the experimental plots were randomly assigned to the hitches. Also, the locations at which draft measurements were taken were also randomized in order to reduce variability arising from differences in the environmental conditions. And then question C asks, given that the goal of the study is to determine whether a newly developed hitch reduces draft compared to the standard hitch, was replication used properly in the study? Justify your answer. And I said replication was not used properly in this study because the newly developed hitch was not tested against the standard hitch more than once. So it was only tested once, thus it wasn't replicated at all. And then question D states, plot of land is a confounding variable in the experiment. Explain why. And I said the plot of land is a confounding variable because each of the treatments were assigned to a plot of land. And that is all for the AP question of the Quideo.